Paramahamsatim gatim turiyam Yasvapnajagaram Sujuptim Avaiti Nityam Tat Brahma Nishkalam Aham Nacha Bhukta Sangara Vratar Bhajami Manasa Vachasa Magamyam Vacho Vibhanti Nikhila Yadanugrahena Yaneti Neti Vachanai Nigama Avochiho Tam Deva Devam Ajam Achyutam Ahuragrayam Pratanamami Tamasa Varam Arkavanam Purnam Sanatana Padam Purushottamakyam Yasminnidam Jagadashesham Asheshamurto Rajvam Bhujangamaiva Pratibhasitam Vai Rajvam
नौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हर्यातीतरसीवर धगवारिसगुगैயில் அறிவாயிரமி பரமாத்துமன் அருணாச்சலரமணன் பரிவாலுளம் முருகானல பரனார்ந்திடு குகையார்ந்து அறிவாம் விழித்திரவாய் நிசமறிவாய் அது வெளியாம் அண்ணாமலையாய் அடியேனை ஆண்ட அன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாயனக்கோர் குறையுண்டோ குறையும் குணமும் நீ அல்லால் என்னேனிவற்றை என்னுயிரே எண்ணம் மெதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே. Now we shall read or chant the verse number 6. Repeat after me. Achintyamayaktamanantarupam Shivam prashantam amrutam brahmayonim
शिवं प्रशान्तं अमृतं ब्रह्मयोनिं
तताधिमध्यान्तविहीनमेकम् विभुं चिदानन्दमरूपमद्भुतम्
विभुं चिदानन्दमरूपमद्भुतम्
उमासहायं परमेश्वरं प्रभुं
उमासहायं परमेश्वरं प्रभुं
त्रिलोचनं नीलकण्ठं प्रशान्तं
त्रिलोचनं नीलकण्ठं प्रशान्तं
ध्यात्वा मुनिर्गच्छति भूतयोनिम् समस्तसाक्षिं तमसः परस्तात् सब्रह्मा सशिवः सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट् स एव विष्णु सप्राणः सकालोऽग्नि सचन्द्रमाः स एव सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं सनातनम् ज्ञात्वा तं मृत्युमत्येति नान्यः पन्था विमुक्तये सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं सर्व
सर्वभूतानि च आत्मनि
सर्वभूतानि च आत्मनि
सम्पश्यन् ब्रह्म परमम्
सम्पश्यन् ब्रह्म परमम्
याति नान्येन हेतुना
याति नान्येन हेतुना
आत्मानमरनिं कृत्वा
आत्मानमरणिं कृत्वा
प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिम्
प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं
ज्ञाननिर्मथनाभ्यासात्
ज्ञाननिर्मथनाभ्यासात्
पाशं दहति पण्डितः
पाशं दहति पण्डितः
स एव माया परिमोहितात्मा
स एव माया परिमोहितात्मा
शरीरमास्थाय करोति सर्वम्
शरीरमास्थाय करोति सर्वम्
स्त्रियन्नपानादिविचित्रभोगैः
श्रियन्नपानादिविचित्रभोगैः
स एव जाग्रत्परितृप्तिमेति
स एव जाग्रत्परितृप्तिमेति.
Yesterday, Brahmaji gave the complete vision of the total abidance. What is a complete vision of Paramatma? Sarvabhutastam Atmanam. He is present in all beings. Sarvabhutani cha Atmani. And everything is contained in the Paramatma, which is our own self. Sampashyan Brahma. So, if a person is able to see this way, can have this kind of a total vision, then Paramam Yati, he goes to that supreme Paramapada. Yati Nanyena Hetuna. And there is no other go. There is no other means. So therefore, if you recognize yourself to be the supreme, it is only half realization. Meaning, in that, everything is inclusive. And there is nothing other than this self. This is the vision. And this is where we have to strive for. And how to go about? Then he gives a methodology. Jnana nirmatana abhyasat. By the churning of knowledge, this can be achieved. What is this churning of knowledge? So the Atma, the individual self, is the lower Arani. Arani means that wooden block. And Pranavam or the Om is the Uttararani. That is the upper wooden block. And with this, if you churn Jnana Nirmatanabhyasat by contemplation, then there arises Jnanagni, which burns all the Pasham. Pasham means all the bondages, all the Jnana. Pasham Dahati Panditaha. That burns all the misapprehension or non-apprehension of this Pandita. So how to go about Jnana Nirmatanabhyasat means what? We have to take the Pranavam, Om, and we have to contemplate. And as I told you yesterday, Om is nothing but A-Uma. And in that A represents the waking state, U the dream state, and Ma the deep sleep state. And then Amatra Om, the silence which follows, is actually the Turiya, the fourth. So that is the Paramatma. So now he takes one by one the three different states and he analyzes. So first of all, he starts saying, Jiva means what? Parimohita, Maya Parimohitatma. He is deluded. Meaning, he is not able to see things as they are. Therefore, he is imagining. That is Maya Parimohitatma. His true self is unable to comprehend, unable to stay there, stay put there. Because of that, his mind projects so many wonderful things about himself and about the world. So that is Maya Parimohitatma. Shariramastaya karoti sarvam. What he does, he stays in the body or he identifies with the body and he feels now, I am the doer, Karoti sarvam. And he does everything, meaning, I am the with this notion he does. That is the meaning of it. Karoti sarvam. He does everything. And not only that, why is he doing? Now he feels he is incomplete. He feels by possessing and enjoying, he can become complete. So, he indulges in what? Striyanna panadi vichitra bhogaihi. So, in the women, in the wine, and in the food. Food and the wine. Vichitra bhogaihi and innumerable bhogaha. Bhogaihi. Sayeva jagrat paritriptimeti. And he is the waker who enjoys everything in the waking state. So he is talking about us only, not somebody else. So throughout life what we do? We function in the world outside. For what? To echo out happiness. But unfortunately that happiness always mixed with a lot of dukkha, a lot of sorrow. But the jiva goes on. And as I told you in the first class of Upadesa Saram, that leaves a deep impression in his mind. And so he is pushed again and again to perform the same kind of actions and to indulge in the sukha or dukkha. And then once again, the same continues. Vinay kadal vilthidum undipar. That is how he gets drowned in the ocean of action and reaction. Ocean of samsara. So he is the waker. And now, what about the dreamer? Swapne sa jiva sukha dukkha bhokta. Oh, in the tune. Swapne sa jiva sukha dukkha bhokta. Swamayaya kalpita jiva loke. Sushupti kale sakale viline. Tamo vibhuta sukharupameti. Swapne sa jiva sukha dukkha bhokta. Swamayaya kalpita jiva loke. Sushupti kale sakale viline. Tamo vibhuta sukharupameti. Swapne, in dream, what happens? Saha jivaha, this jiva, sukha dukkha bhokta. He enjoys the pleasure and pain, sukha dukkha bhokta. And where? Swamayaya kalpita jiva loke. Where? Nowhere. Meaning, in his own world, created by his own mind, he enjoys or suffers. This we can appreciate. Is that not so? Why? We are in our own bed, sleeping. In between, we have a fantastic dream. We see so many things. And when you come out, nothing. See, this, I went through this experience where, last year I had gone to Orlando. I tell you what, there is this Disneyland and Animal Kingdom it is called this. There are so many areas in the Disneyland. This is Animal Kingdom. There is a newly added one called as Pandora box. So there it's a virtual reality, 3D virtual reality. Oh, it's a very, very significant experience. They put some 15, 16 people in a small sort of a theater. Theater means not a big theater, it's a small room. And then they put you in the chair and they tie you, meaning what? The belt and all. And then, tuck! I tell you, have you seen Avatara? What that film? Avatar. Avatar na solluvaanga. Avatar. நம்மதான் அவதாரம் சொல்லுவோம் இடத்துல. So they fly, that one lady, that she flies. So we are as if connected to that lady. You know what? We literally go through that experience. My God. We fly. And then we go down the valley. And then we come up and we see wonderful ocean. And these hippopotamus running in, flocks. You go through wonderful things. That is only for, say, 10-15 minutes, not more than that. And you experience so much wonder. All the time you are very aware that you are seated and you are nowhere. You are just in a room. But everything is switched off and you are taken into a 3D virtual reality. Everything is so real. And the experience is so amazing. And then you come out, you say, my God, this is what is dream. I realized. Means I am going through the dream-like experience with very much awareness that just I am dreaming, it is not real. You see everything. And you experience also. Sometimes, if you don't hold on to the chair, you feel as if you are going to fall. So they say, please hold on. And the heart races. Everything you know that is not real. We are only just dreaming or going into the virtual reality. But still, similarly, in this dream, this jiva, he enjoys or he suffers, whatever, he goes through all the experiences in his own created world. Is that not true? When he wakes up only he realizes, my God, where I have been all the time. What is this? So the mind is capable of creating so many wonderful things. And not only that, please, one thing you have to note. While going through that experience of dream, you feel it is very real. You don't suspect even that it is just a dream. No. Only when you wake up, you wonder, my God, I have been dreaming all this time. But when you are going through the dream, it is very real. The world is so vivid, fantastic, and you are there. And yes, really, sometimes more than the waking, in dream, we feel so much for certain things. We cry. Or we are really elated, we enjoy. So, here, according to the technical Vedanta Shastra, this jiva is not identified with the body, but he is identified totally with his subconscious mind. The vasanas are there, those vasanas are creating all this fantastic world for him, and in which he is able to even experience truly the joys and sorrows. See, I always wonder if the mind in dream can project such a world, which is very true when you are going through. Absolutely, why not now also? See, now you may argue that this dream, this waking state is very constant or it is continuous. Every day when you wake up you are the same, all those stuff. But even in the dream, you can go through so many years within no time. See, in Yoga Vasishtam and all, this is explained very beautifully. See, time is only relative. The butterfly may think, I have been living here for years together. But we know butterfly means what? It appears and then disappears within no time. But you ask the butterfly, no, I was born in 1947, it will talk. And now I got married in so and so date. And then I have got these children, I am bringing up these children, I am taking care of them, I have got this vision for my future, I have invested in all these things. The butterfly may tell you. And then my retirement plans, But we know butterfly just. Similarly, this time is very, very relative. And not only that, in Devaloka or in Brahmaloka, they say the time frame itself is very different than the time what we are experiencing here. Our physics HOD used to say, here the clock goes like this. Tak, tak, tak. Second, just roughly he says, there, tak, tak. So the time dilation, they say. In Einstein's theory of relativity, they call it as time dilation. And there is a twin paradox and all those stuff. I'm not going to elaborate on those things. But time is relative. So therefore you cannot argue that way also. When you ask Bhagavan, Bhagavan says, no. This continuity and all, even in the dream you can realize, means you can feel this continuity that you are living for so many years. So therefore, this mind can project wonderful world. It is very evident in dream state. We don't actually think about it. We just get up for some time, we are in that, still under the influence of the dream, and after that we shake ourselves off and say, it's a dream, nothing. But we don't wonder, my God, this mind can create such wonderful things or what? So, he is identified not with the body now, only with this mind, which is projecting everything. That is what Swamayaya Kalpita Jiva Loke. But when he is shaken, then he comes back to the identification of the body, and then he comes back to the waking world. As if. But otherwise, he is very gleefully dreaming. Sometimes people get angry. கொஞ்சம் இருங்க நான் முடிச்சு வந்துறேன் இந்த ட்ரீம் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. Unfortunately the dream goes. You feel very sad. இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நேரம் இருந்திருக்கலாம் அந்த ட்ரீம்ல. So this is dream. And what is deep sleep state? Sushupti kale. In the deep sleep, sakale viline. Everything is gone. Everything is absorbed. Sakale viline. Tamo vibhutaha, and this jiva is overpowered by something called as tamas. Tamas means what? I don't know. This is a state. Tamas means ajnana. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Tamo vibhutaha. But sukharupameti, he enjoys. Why? He comes back into the waking state and he says, yeah, I was not knowing what happened, but somehow I feel fresh and happy now. I enjoyed my sleep. It was sound sleep. So, in that deep sleep state, this jiva, he is not experiencing anything called as the world, or even he is not aware of himself as if, and he has got only one experience of, I don't know what happened. That is tamo vibhuta. Tamas means what? Darkness. Or ajnana. I don't know. See, again and again if you say, I don't know, I don't remember, means you are in tamas. I forgot. These are all the expression of tamas only. Alasya, nidra and pramada. They are the characteristics of tamas. So, in that, but sukharupa meti. Why sukha there? It is not that he is in that brahmasthiti, no. He is in ignorance only. But there are no misapprehensions. He is not imagining things. Therefore, there is no pain. We saw na parena nakam. Nakam means no pain state. That itself is called as bliss because he has suffered so much in the waking and in the dream. So that not having anything is itself, he feels sukha. And Gurudev says, and even Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi also again and again emphasizes, it is not that this jiva is entering into a state called as tamas or anything. he enters into the Atma, the self only. But since he is not aware of what is Atma, the self, it is blinding light. He is benumbed by that blinding light. Therefore, he says, I don't know. See, this is very important point. In deep sleep, actually we are one with the self only. But we are not aware because we have not experienced in our waking. That is the very important thing. That is why in the waking, consciously, if we are aware, and then if we can really abide there, even in the deep sleep, it is not tamo vibhuta or anything. It is so blinding like that you don't see anything. Is that not so? Suppose if the car wala, if he comes in front of you and puts his headlight on you, you can't see anything else. You say, I don't know, I don't see anything. Similarly, it's a blinding light, Gurudev says. And Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi also says, it's blinding light that you are benumbed and you can't experience anything or you can't see anything. That is what it is said here. But the tamas means that ajnanam is intact. Since he is not aware, it is intact, so that when he comes back with the same set of samsara. Same ajnana and raga dvesha and everything. Sukha rupa meti means, since he is not consciously enjoying the Atma, the bliss. Now also we are Atma, the self only. Do we experience it now that way? We feel we are a very miserable creature. So therefore, there in that state, even though he is one with the self, but he is not aware, therefore, tamo vibhutaha, not only tamo vibhutaha, he feels a negative, no pain state. It is not a positive, all blissful state. In samadhi only he enjoys, and after that, when he abides there, there is no limit to his whatever, freedom or bliss or whatever. It is not the happiness we are talking about, it's not minds, it's something else. And therefore, Sukha Rupa Meti means what? He comes back to the waking state and he recollects and he says, yes, I enjoyed. I had a good sleep. Meaning, he was not distracted by the objects, or he was not going through that Sukha and Dukkha. I tell you, we think Sukha is wonderful. Sukha is also Dukkha. Comparatively, whatever is limited is Dukkha. That's what Buddha Bhagavan says. Sarvam kshanikam kshanikam. Sarvam dukkham dukkham. Whatever is limited is Dukkha only. You know why? We enjoy at that moment, but there is a sort of a notion in our mind, it should remain, Sukha should remain. That is the seed for Dukkha. And it will never remain. It has to go. It will go. And then once again we are back to square one. So therefore Sukha, what we experience is not Sukha at all. It is Dukkha only. Because we are all aware that this is going to go. So that awareness of this is going to go, because this is limited, itself is Dukkha. See, that is why even people who are in love, they always are in trouble, very uncomfortable. They know that at the present moment everything is fine, but they don't know what will happen. This uncertainty is always there in their minds, which is eating them. The fear of the unknown. So therefore, what we experience as Sukha is actually Dukkha only, it's not Dukkha, Sukha. So therefore, in deep sleep state, there is no Sukha Dukkha. Therefore, he is so peaceful. That Shanti is called as Sukha, I told you, na? So therefore, it is called as bliss. But in Samadhi, it is something else. It's a very positive sort of a state of abidance. But whereas this deep sleep is still a negative state of no pain state. They have observed life. They have understood very deeply. Our rishis were wonderful people. The psychology cannot come anywhere closer to this. So they have investigated very deeply all our three states of experiences. In Yoga Shastra, in this Rama Upadesam. Yoga Vashishtam. There are one or two more states also given, like Mayakam, swoon. That is all that is Tukadamari. But these are the three important states the jiva goes through. Sushupti kale, sakale viline, everything is absorbed, and tamo vibhutaha, he is overpowered by something called as tamas, meaning an ajnanam that I don't know, and sukha rupamit, but he is somehow enjoying some sort of happiness there, which he is able to recollect when he is awake. Okay, then what else? Ma, why can't you read?
Sayeva Maya Punascha Janmantara Karma Yoga
Punascha Janmantara Karma Yoga
Sayeva Jiva Swapiti Prabuddha
Sayeva Jiva Swapiti Prabuddha Puratraye
Puratraye Kridati Yascha Jivas
Puratraye Kriyati Yascha Jiva Tatastu Jatam Sakalam Vichitram Tatastu Jatam Sakalam Vichitram Adharamanandamakandabodham Adharamanandamakandabodham
Yasmin Layam Yati Puratrayam Cha
Yasmin layam yati puratrayam cha.
Once again. Punascha Janmantara Karma Yoga
Punascha janmantara karma yoga.
Sayeva Jiva Swapiti Prabuddha
Sayeva jiva swapiti prabuddha.
Puratraye Kridati Yascha Jiva Puratraye Kridati Yascha Jiva Tatastu Jatam Sakalam Vichitram
Tatastu jatam sakalam vichitram.
Ramanandamakandabodham Adharamanandamakandabodham
Yasmin Layam Yati Puratrayam Cha
Yasmin layam yati puratrayam cha.
Punaha cha, once again, Janmantara Karma Yoga Sa Jivaha Sayeva Jivaha Swapiti Prabuddhaha. Meaning what? This Jiva who has gone to this deep sleep state cannot sleep forever. Punaha, once again, he has to come back. Swapiti Prabuddhaha, either to the dream state or to the waking state. Why? Janmantara Karma Yoga. Janmantara Karma means what? He has done so much of karma in his previous janmas. Those vasanas are there within which will not allow him to just sleep forever. No. You will be woken up very rudely by your own vasanas. Karma Yoga means not Karma Yogam. Janmantara Karma Yoga means because you are in one with that Purva Janma Vasanas, you are woken up. And Swapiti Prabuddhaha, see this word is very important. Gurudev also mentions in his commentary, Swapiti Prabuddhaha. As though he was dreaming, now he is awake. According to Karika, Gaudapada has got only 2 states, not 3 states. Agrahanam, Anyata Grahanam. That's it. Agrahana means in deep sleep there is non-apprehension of truth. Agrahana means non-apprehension. The dream and waking, Anyata Grahanam, means misapprehension. You imagine something else. That is all. Therefore, according to Kavarika, according to Gaudapada, there are no three states, dream and deep sleep, as separate. No. He brackets both of them into one and say it's all dream only. Why? In the deep sleep, there is non-apprehension. And in the waking and dream, not only non-apprehension, there is also misapprehension. So therefore he says, Swapiti Prabuddha, the waking state which is equivalent to dream only. So this jiva cannot ever sleep. He is woken up rudely because of his own vasanas and he has to come back to this dream. Dream means what? Dream state or waking state. He has to come. Swapiti Prabuddha. Swapnam, Swapiti na to, as if he is dreaming and Prabuddha, he is awake. Meaning, he has to come back to this state of misapprehension, where he sees wonderful things. Anyata Grahanam. See, very accurate definition. Anyata Grahanam. Agrahanam means not comprehending anything. Anyata Grahanam means he is comprehending something else. Then what is actual Turiya? Yatartha Grahanam. Seeing things as they are. Experiencing the Atma as it is. That is Yatartha Grahanam. So according to Veda, Kaudapada, it is either Agrahanam in the deep sleep or Anyata Grahanam in the dream and the waking, and when you are awakened, it is Yatartha Grahanam. So how normal it is. That is Yatartha Grahanam. What is Yatartha Grahanam? A person who is awakened, he is only perceiving things as they are. That is why Nisargadatta Maharaj, again and again he says, when people ask him, you are so abnormal, you are talking something. He says, I am not abnormal, I am very normal. You people are only abnormal, he says. Actually, you people are only very abnormal. Imagining so many things and talking all sorts of wonderful things. In fact, I am very normal, he says. So, Yatartha Grahanam. So, therefore, this jiva, Janmantara Karma Yoga, Sayeva Jivaha, Swapiti Prabuddhaha. Puratraye Kridati Yaha, Cha Jivaha. And thus he sports, Puratraye, in all these three different states of consciousness. He sports. Kridati means what? He just revels or he sports. Puratraye, in all these three Puram. Puram means what? These three states. In these three Nagaram. Kotur, Puram, they say. Puram means what? So Nagara means what? It's in the three fields of consciousness. Puratraye kridati yaha cha jivaha tatastu jatam sakalam vichitram. From him alone, jatam is born. All this vichitram, this is nana vidamana totram, nana vidamana rupam. That is what yesterday we saw now. In the Upadesha Saram also. What? The aham vritti comes. And all the vrittis are dependent on this aham vritti. Meaning what? In the light of aham vritti only, all the idam vrittis are illumined. So, this jiva, he himself projects so many wonderful things. Like in the dream, how the mind is able to project. Similarly, please underline this statement. Similarly, in the waking also, the jiva is projecting so many wonderful things. Meaning, when you come to vicharam, it is always subjective. Meaning, I should only analyze my own experience. Because about you, I don't know. I don't know whether you are real or not, or I don't know anything about you. And I need not know anything about you. So, my experience only I can analyze and understand. When I am asleep, I am not experiencing anything. When I am awake or in the dream, I see so many fantastic things. So, what is the difference between these two states? In the deep sleep, the mind is not functional or the ahankaram is absorbed. But in the waking or dream, the mind is functional and the ahankara is very much active. Therefore, this world is nothing but the expression of ahankara or the projection of the mind. Whose mind? There is not question of whose, because I, you, he, everything is projected. the idea that something else also is projected in the waking state or in the dream. So in this context, in this light, you have to see this Vyavastatariya Viveka. But Swamiji, ore or nimisho, 1 minute, please wait. In the deep sleep, when I am sleeping, everybody is seeing a wonderful world. Na? How can you say that there is no world in the deep sleep state? This, when are you experiencing? Only when you wake up, somebody is telling you that you have been sleeping and the world is going on. The world was going on. This is also part of the waking mind only. See, this is very subtle. Appa, buddhi appadi apply panna vendirukku illaya? You have to apply your buddhi in a very systematic, scientific manner. So even this idea that when I was asleep, the whole world was moving around me is not deep sleep experience. It is also the waking mind's experience. In the waking mind, somebody else is coming and telling me that you were asleep, but things were going on. This is also waking experience only. Waking means what? This ahankar can project so many things. This is also part of the projection of the mind only. Bhagavan has just brushed aside everything. So therefore, this mind can project. Swami, this is too much. Please don't scare us. You mean to say that my wife, my children, all my projection of my mind? Of course. It's not that bad, I tell you. When you are awakened, you understand or you realize that the one alone is, even after that you can do your vahara, please. But the experience is, Atma alone is, somehow the experience is the nanavidamana bhedam, the duality, the plurality is just not. And who knows, only when you go there you know what it is exactly. All these things can only be inferred or interpreted or imagined from the waking state. Only when you reach there, you know exactly what it is. Otherwise it's all only just speculation. That is why Bhagavan never allows this speculation. You inquire for whom this idea is thoughts. And you abide there and then you know everything. So therefore, this jiva, from this jiva only, jivaha tatastu jatam sakalam vichitram, from him alone, all these fantastic things are projected. Adharam anandam akanda bodham. And there is something else which is the adharam to all this. What is that? Adharam anandam akanda bodham. There is akanda bodham. Akanda means what? Unbroken. Bodham, a knowledge, which is the adharam, substratum for all these three puramams, in which that is the adharam akanda bodham, in which the waking state appears and disappears, dream state comes and goes, and then the deep sleep state, and then once again the dream or waking. So this all happens where? In self, in me, my real self, all these things happens. And this is adharam, because without the self and without the Atma Chaitanyam, nothing is known or nothing is there. Therefore, adharam, this is a substratum for everything, for all these three states of consciousness. And what is this? Adharam, anandam. Why it is anandam? Because it is unbroken, it is infinite. And there are no limitations whatsoever. So this is anandam, akhanda bodham. Akhanda means what? Khanda means tundu tunda. Khanda means it's limited. Akhanda means there is no limitation there. Akhanda. In fact, only with the concept of space comes